Hey there, guys and gals out there, and YouTubers and truck sim lovers. Welcome. I am your host, Raven2012, and we are an American truck sim. So today, finally, we are going to take a look at the modded trucks that I have in my game. And we are going to go down the line of starting with the Volvos. And then we're going to save the Peterbilts for last because everybody knows the Peterbilts here. But I guess we could save the best for last. And yeah, let's start with the Volvo VNL. And we're going to start with the Volvo VNL 670. This is version 1.1. And I can't really go and credit one person. There's always many persons associated with a mod. But this one's actually one of my favorite Volvos. Euro Truck 2. They had both of these in there, and I never really liked them because they weren't working properly in the game. At least the 7080 didn't. And I think, if I remember correctly, they were overwrite, or another mod truck you came in and put in there in the showroom would kind of like overwrite it, so it was really hard to get this to work in the game. So we're actually going to take a look at the 670, and once we're done with that, we'll take a look at the 780. 780s doesn't have too much with it. It kind of reminds me of a stockish type truck. But we're going to check out the VNL 670. It's one of my favorites, and the reason why it's one of my favorites, let's load up my save here. This another guy we're going to take a look at later. Cantworths are one of my favorite truck manufacturers and ATS right now. So let's go to truck dealers. And the Volvo VNL 670, I believe, is in the Peterbilt. Let's go ahead and check it out. We got both our Peterbilts there, and there's the 670. So it's pretty plain at first, which typically the Volvos can be, and I kind of like this style. I wasn't too a fan of it at first. I kind of like the bigger style of the 780, but what makes me really love this one a lot is the customizations you have in here. And you don't have much with the sleeper. You have some with the chassis here. You got, let's see here, mid lift, tag lift, or your 6x4. As far as the engines, there's quite a bit of selections here. I won't go over every single one of those. Definitely want to save that for you guys. We're just going to take this thing for a test drive and try it out. But I definitely want you guys to check it out yourself. But we're going to stick with the stock configurations with the engine and the transmission. So there's quite a bit of transmissions down here also too, which is pretty good. And it's stuff you expect with modded trucks. You're going to get a lot of customizations with different things. So one of the higher end engines here is an 18 speed with retarder. The RTLO 2291 8B-8S. So yeah, there's a lot of customizations. I'll definitely, guys, have you check that out. I am not an expert on transmission or engines, so I usually check out functionality, and I like to check out the way it looks too. As far as the interior, there's not a lot of selections here. And the good thing about this one, there is no errors in the logs. I definitely checked it out earlier. There is some in here, and these are part of other trucks, and we'll talk about those another day with those mod trucks. But this one's actually pretty clean. I checked it out. So the cool part with this is there's a lot of custom paint jobs in here, and a lot of really nice, like, reflective metallic ones here. You got this Scales of the Might, which is a really nice one. Smoke Source, which is okay. My favorite one is Scale of Mights, We got sagebrush, northern blue, high tech, fascination, that's a nice one. Digitized reality, that is actually pretty nice too. Aqua serenity, that one's a really nice one. And then you can have different custom ones down here. So what's this one here? Oh, that's pretty nice. So yeah, we are going to go with the scales of might, and you can definitely change the color with that, which if whatever you want to do. As when we get into the customization on the truck itself, there's not too much, and that tends to be typical with the Volvo mods. There's not too much customization, so that comes along with the territory. So this one you can set up a bunch of different lights you want to put around there, which is pretty cool. I think there is some bumpers, but I'm not a fan of most of these bumpers. The mesh stuff's definitely not something I really like, but some of these are not too bad. Usually with the Volvos, I don't tend to put any bumpers or anything on there. Visors. Oh, this one's actually have a lot of visors. The last time I played with this one was the old version, 1.0. And seems like 1.1 they added a lot of stuff. You got all these different visors in here you can add in. So yeah, some of these look pretty cool. You got a chromish. Oh, that one actually kind of matches the truck. Samurai. That looks pretty cool. But we'll leave everything as is. I think I had it. I don't remember where I had it. That's a possibility of what I had it. Let's see here. I think we can change the mirrors out to have the front ones or not. Typically you're probably gonna put those on there. That's usually what's attached with the Volvos. And then we got some stuff you can put up there, lights. That's pretty cool. You can put beacons up there. It's back here. This is a new feature with the version 1.1. which is you can add all these air holes racks in the back here, which looks pretty cool. I really like this newer version they did. And yeah, a lot of different lights, a lot of different rims. I won't go with over all of these because we've seen them many times in videos. So you guys will definitely check it out. And obviously the link's going to be down in the description for you guys to go check it out. So that looks okay right now, I guess. Oh, we can add in pipes. I totally forgot about that. That's pretty awesome. Check this one out. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Got some pretty nice pipe setups. So I really like this Volvo a lot. So let's change this one up to be a little bit bigger, maybe something like that. Yeah, we'll go with that. And let's go confirm. Let's go out there and try it out. And let me actually make sure my audio is turned up because I was messing around with this earlier. And we'll make sure all the controls is okay. So let me turn my speakers down on my headset because this thing is actually pretty loud for a Volvo. There we go. So interior is pretty basic. This mod, the version 1.1 is a little bit more optimized than version 1.0, but be advised if you do have kind of a slower computer system, it will probably lag you up a little bit because they use a lot of this metallic reflective custom paint on here, and that will tend to cause some performance issues on lower end computers, so just keep that in mind. Right now I'm probably getting like you see there at 35 frames, but I'm actually recording right now, so it's a pretty nice looking truck here, guys. I really like this one a lot. Look at the detail on it. Let's crank up the lights. Oh, you can see some lights back there behind the visors. That's pretty cool. Horn's pretty good. I think it's a little beefy for this guy, but they really beefed this up. The sound in it. Let's turn all this stuff up. Yeah, the engine sound is pretty beefy on this guy here. And normally the Volvos that I've played before, they're kind of a little bit quieter, so we're gonna go open her up a little bit here, and we're gonna go pick up a trailer and drive out a little bit and get the tester out. Oh yeah, check out the backlight there. That's really nice. I really like this version 1.1. This is probably the first time I really got to play around with it with you guys. 1.0 was great, but man, they just kind of like went above and beyond with this newer version here. Let's check out the Jake brake, which I don't know if I have the transmission for that one, so I don't remember. We're gonna head on over to the Walbert area and pick up some stuff. These trucks always come out in front of me. So you got some stuff on the dash if you hit I. Gallons, mile per gallons, temperature. Got your cruise control and your temperature. And pay attention to this one, because when we jump into the next video with the other Volvo, you're going to notice some differences in that one. But this one feels like a really good modded truck. So let's grab one of these Walbert trailers and we'll get on the highway a little bit and open her up, because she's a pretty fast machine here. And yeah, we'll just grab that one. Let me check how many pounds that was. Can we double check our... Actually, let's go back to... it's almost 40 tons, so that's well, it's decent size, I guess. I think it's the long one on the end over here. But some people, you know, they might not like the Volvos or the newer style type of trucks, because everybody likes the Peterbilt, like 389s and stuff like that. But for people that want to have some good modern looking stuff, and who are kind of fans of Volvo, I am kind of a fan of Volvo a little bit. I always was in Euro Truck 2, but I never had the chance to actually get a working one, and this one works pretty good. And let's get her out away from the other trailer, and we'll take a look at her. It's a long trailer. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad with the trailer, even though it's I like the style of the 680s or the 780s VNLs. This 670 is really nice looking. Just got a lot of detail on it. So let's get her up on the highway a little bit. See how she performs. But the only way to really understand this, guys, is actually download it yourself and try it out. I'm just kind of giving you a quick showing of this if you guys haven't seen this yet. feeling a little framey, like I said, with the skins. But that comes with the territory with modded trucks, you know, because a lot of modded trucks are very chromy. Alright, here we go, guys. I kind of have the low end engine in it and probably a low end transmission, so let's hit the cruise control and open her up to 65. So yeah, like I said, you hear the sound. It sounds pretty beefy for a little Volvo VNL 670. It's really nice. It might be a little beefy to me, but I really don't know. I mean, I would think it would be a little bit quieter in the cab, but it tends to be pretty loud. That's kind of my only, if there was a fault with this truck. But like I said, overall it looks pretty great. The outside view sounds really nice. And yeah, I like the like Volvos. They're pretty nice. So we'll go crest this hill and we'll end this test drive of the Volvo VNL 670 version 1.1. And guys, the link is going to be down in the description, so definitely check it out for yourself and play around with it. And like I said, there's no errors in the log, so it's definitely one of those really good mods to check out and add to your fleet of trucks, especially if you're in love with Volvo trucks. And right now, the stock game doesn't have any Volvos because ASUS is kind of in the process of getting different licenses, and Volvo hasn't got a board yet. So if you guys are looking for some Volvos, here's one of them, and that's the Volvo VNL 670. So alright guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye guys.